All right, well, the weather was a bit bad today, but now it's better, so we're going to turn the Altair 8800 back on. So discs are out of the drive, which we always want. We don't want them in the drive when we turn the drives on or the Altair on, because the read-write head might actually pulse and wipe a bit of data that's on the disk, and we don't want that to happen. So we always want the disk out of the drive when it's first turned on. So we can turn on the Altair, turn on the floppy disk drives. All right, and the bootloader, I already have FF00 on here. The bootloader is at FF00, the disk bootloader, so we examine that address. And then we'll put in our drives. So this is drive A, this is drive 0, this is going to be the boot drive. This is always my secondary disk. Both of them are CP/M disks. This one has basic and all programs on it. And they're both 1.5 megabyte disks that work with Mike Douglas's Altair 8800C, well, not just C, but the FTC Plus controller. So now that we have that, we can run it and it will start loading CP/M. If we, over here, the second aux button, if we press down on that, then whatever's on device 255 will be shown on the data lights. Currently it's all ones, so it's FF, so it's showing FF on the data lights. But anyway, now I don't have it hooked up to that terminal right now, but I could if I wanted to. Have it instead hooked up to my server, which allows people to SSH in or telnet in and use the Altair. Actually, I think it's only SSH right now, but anyway, you can see CP/M is loaded, 62K CP/M for Altair 1.5 megabyte floppy. So if we do directory and show all our files, we have all this stuff. The one we want loaded is mbasic.com. So mbasic. And now we're in Microsoft Basic. If we want a program, we can look at our files, which is going to be basically the same as that listing. And let's see, we have, is it on this one? Yes, mem to light, which will go through all the memory addresses on the Altair and put out whatever's on that onto device 255. So let's see, we can load, and since it's M-I-T-E, since it ends with capital .BAS, BAS, basic, we don't have to type that. The Altair is smart enough to figure that out. So we do load mem to light. All right, we can list our program here. And there's our mem to light program. So it'll go through all 64K of memory. It'll look at every single address, and then it will put that out on device 255, what the value at that address is. And yeah, and then it'll also show it in hex on the terminal. So if we run that, see it's showing it in hex. We have Bronzy Beats little message there. And, but it's not showing it on the device. Oh, it is. You see it showing it on that. And if we wanted to view that on the web, we might not could view it in super great detail, but we should be able to open Google Chrome, and that'll be x29.pw/Altair. We can actually see stuff going on here using that little webcam that's in the floor. Of course, it doesn't update quite as quickly, so it might not be super useful for programs like this, but for other programs which are slower going, it's pretty neat. It's still pretty neat, but anyway, that is about it.